Dear online security and recovery diary, this is Annika. I wanted to change channeler of all kinds of energies. I suck up the energies of my environment and transmute them into something better. After 24 years of rap, every 2 to 5 years, I created an online security diary to stay safe. Keep the mistake. I always keep them, no, rarely I do it again. Because it's my diary. Who cares? Nobody. So yesterday I fell asleep at 7 and then I woke up closer to midnight and I couldn't sleep properly. So I listened to one meditation after another and I thought at one point I must fall asleep, and I did. I woke up at 5 a.m. again. The headphones were like, they were like close to stopping. So, and I did the first 3 ones, I think. I did consciously, and then once I had to get up and write something down because he said, oh, you have to do this now and this now, like say this 10 times and practice this and do this under the shower, and then I had to write that down, otherwise I would forget. I have to go back and search that moment again when he said it. So that's what I did. And one part was about looking into a mirror and seeing my future self. And that self was blonde with curly hair. I was wearing blue-white. Blue is not my color, but it could be when I'm blonde. Same with the pink. Pink is not my color, but when I was blonde, I was always wearing pink. I really love pink, but I don't like pink with red hair. I love pink with blonde hair. Also brown hair, pink was not that good. But blonde hair and the pink color is just the best match. These meditations are really good. It was, you go into moments and then, now, like, it comes to your mind immediately. He says, think of the person that hurt you the most in your life. Boom, person there. Or then you choose 2 mirrors. You can choose fear and you can choose joy. Who would choose fear? Why would I choose a fear mirror? Okay, maybe sometimes you want to know what your fear is. But I know. So, yeah, and then solutions and stuff. Oh my god, this is so fun. Why am I not doing this every day? Done by Shaman Durek on YouTube. So my future self confuses me a little bit. That was different from everything I imagined before, but that picture popped up in a second. Like curls, I never thought of curls. But this color, impossible. This I would never leave if I had money. It's like first thing changed. This would never happen. Never. Never. Wow. I only got raped with my natural hair color, red. Never brown. Only when this showed up back, that's like the color of attack. No peace with red hair. Ever. But blonde, best. Blonde, most peaceful time in my life. Wow. I was supported by everyone and everything. So after the worst 2 traumatic events, I went blonde immediately by intuition. I didn't know. I just felt like I have to pull out the color of my hair. By intuition, I always do what my intuition says. And that was the easiest, like that's what I needed in that time. I needed it to be extremely easy because I was extremely traumatized, but I didn't know that. Just did what my intuition told me to do and then realized why I really, really needed that. Blonde compared to red is like heaven and hell. My red hair, ask a question, the answer is no. With the blonde, could be married in a second. Man, to blind a man. You want to blind a man? Go blonde. And then the women who come up to you and say, like the blonde women who don't want you to be blonde because they know, oh, that's so not your color. Or a man even said that, who was totally into me while I was blonde, and then I told him I want to go back to my color because the blonde destroys my hair and it always breaks. No hairdresser has done it in a way, so my hair doesn't get so damaged. You have to cut it. And then that guy, the moment I had my natural hair color, lost interest. And the dress I was wearing was like, I looked like kind of like a princess, but in a queen's robe. Really weird, like a Disney person. I'm like, what is happening? What's my subconscious creating? What's down there? Hey subconscious, do you want my life to be easy? Look like that. Life is so hard as a redhead. Pure redheads. Poor, pure, 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 poor. What's projected on redheads? Like seriously. I mean, it's many things are true. I think redheads are just fire. Red like the fire. It's just, I think so. I don't know too many redheads, but all the ones I know, they got fire. And yeah, but women, mainly women, 100%. Men all want to fuck, and women are offended just by looking at you. It's unbelievable. But that's really the reaction compared to other hair colors. Brown, people just trusted me the most. With brown hair, I got like so much trust. Oh yeah, that meditation also removed that blockage that was created when the worst thing in my life happened. It's like a logic thing to think of, like that happened and then that blockage was created. And it's so true. And now astrology said exactly when that was created, some astrological thing started that is now ending. It would make sense if it now ends. That would even make sense in astrology. But there were so many things that could have ended and then your life changes. They always say that. But this one would make 100% sense date-wise. And I didn't realize that because of that, like even they said, how many people did you hurt because of that experience with something like, with not trusting in something or whatever. Wow. These meditations are really good. And the two people who hurt me the most in my life are really the ones who expect the whole world. So that energy I'm carrying in my body, I know it because I'm not thinking that way, but I'm seen that way. So that energy of others, and that's what he also did in the meditation, like energies of other people that are accumulated. And when you have that in your system, people, like you send that energy out while it's not even your nature, it's just foreign energies attached to your system. And these two who hurt me the most are the ones who really think everybody owes them. Everybody. I just think, like, if somebody rapes my body, that person owes me. Not the next one. Nobody else owes me. The system tortured me to death owes me. This system will never get 1 cent from me. This system, that's pure torture. They owe every fucking human they torture into whatever that is. So, but you cannot expect something from someone else, like, or, I don't know, angry with the ex-wife, and then your new girlfriend has to suffer for it. Why? She hasn't done anything to you. But it's the two people, so subconsciously, if there's the first person imprinting that in your system, you draw in the next person who does the same thing to you because you have the attachment in your system. You have to get rid of that attachment. First, you have to be fucking aware of it. But these two really believe there are people, they run around and they think every single person they meet owes them. Like everyone, they would just think they have to do like everything I want because this happened and I'm the victim. It's so funny. No. Like, I just want the 9 million from the rapist, which I will never get. But that's the truth. Like, that's the truth of the matter. That's doesn't even have by law. It would be, what was it in Australia? Switzerland. I don't know even about Germany. I only know about Switzerland because they told me, oh, you know, when you go to court and the money you could get is, I think the most was 100 or 120,000, that would have been enough for a clinic. Not for the best one. I mean, I don't know. What do they measure it on? So if I want to go to a clinic that's 90,000 per week, I was shown one on Instagram that's like 90,000 per week, thinking, oh, well then 100,000 is not enough. Like if I get raped by a person who would go to that clinic, I should actually get the money to go to that clinic to remove the energies of a person that accumulated all the energies to be on that level. So they torture me with that level energy, use my energy, use me up, so I should be able, from the damage they caused to my system, to go to the exact same place to recover. No? That's how I think. That's my thinking. So when somebody does that, and up until rape 5, I was willing to do everything myself. I was fighting hard and working hard, and I was motivated, and I thought, I'm gonna get this done. But then rape 5, and then I thought, no, fuck you all, seriously, I can take that much. But after rape 5, I was like, done. And then 2018, I thought, that's it. What else do you want to do? Like, how am I gonna get back to zero without any help? So yeah, I want these ones to pay, not anybody else. I'm not expecting anything from anybody else. But don't you dare project that on me. But I know 2 people who do that, who would always think they take from the top, they take from the bottom, from everyone, believing they have to. How are you, like, I don't know. I was thinking about that past life-wise. I don't know. I don't even know how you get to that. Were you an angel in your past life and now everybody owes you because you were only good? Or how do you get to that thought? Oh, mama hurt me and now everybody owes me. Oh, I'm gonna pop out children and the child owes me. That's the thing in our family. So even my niece, like her grandmother from her dead father, I don't know the truth of the story. I believe it could be totally different. Because that grandmother, it seems like she wants to take from my niece. My niece, yeah. But you never know. Maybe she just knows how through and through manipulated my niece is. And she wants my niece to have it and not the people who manipulate my niece. Could be. Because the people I've met, like her star sign is Cancer. So the way I know these people, like they would think a little bigger than that. But you never know. You never know. So I hear what I hear and I see what I see, but I know that from my family, that stuff was used against me, projected on me. Like I don't even want to be around when somebody dies and then anybody starting a fight and create some image so everybody thinks she does not deserve any inheritance, or they make up any reasons because, or I don't know, exclude you completely, which is done all the time. Like I'm not even being taken to my grandmother anymore when my mother visits there. I'm so done. My inside is so finalized with this family and this country. I just know it's the way it is. I accepted it. I didn't feel anything anymore when my mother said, oh, I'm visiting the grandmother who apparently doesn't want to see me. Why? I don't know. I'm not being taken there anymore, and I probably never will again, and I don't care anymore because my inside is already done with Germany and the family. But to me it's not understandable, like what I go through, and there is like zero emotional support, like benevolence. One of my top values, benevolence. It doesn't matter what the issue is, whatever it is, you want others to be well. You want them to be well fed, you want them to be healthy, you want to support that. No? Isn't that like basics that should be covered in a family in any way? But it's all, I don't know, like turned around on me. the one who keeps fighting for her life constantly. No, I explained to the diary before, it's like, to me, this is already, my inside is so done. And during the meditation as well, he was like, there was some moment where you had to choose like one thing. Can you say this sentence to the person who hurt you the most? Like in the meditation, I said it, and later he said, when you said that, it means there is nothing to resolve anymore. And that's true. I have my inside already is done with the issue. I had so many years I worked on that. I couldn't believe it. I cried so much. The first 10 years I didn't want to believe it at all. I just could not believe your own family is like that. But my insides already accepted it. And now yesterday I realized when my mother went to visit my grandmother, who I would love to see because I love my grandmother. That's why I ate her cake, and I thought at least I can eat her cake, and it tasted so good. It hurt so much after, but it tasted so good. But it was really my grandmother's cakes, amazing. So yeah, but I felt nothing anymore. My inside has accepted the fact that this is nothing of what I believe a family should be. And nobody has to do, oh, poor girl, you're the victim. No, I don't care about that. Benevolence. Just in a state of being, like being benevolent, like wanting good for the other person. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to care more or do anything. Just your inside wanting the other person to be well. That's so important for me. You want everybody to be well. You don't have to do anything for them. You don't have to pay anything, give anything, or waste any energy. Nothing. Just an inner state of, I want you to be well. That's all I need to feel like this is family. Nothing else. And to me, nobody who doesn't have that will ever call it family from me. Same with the doctors here. It's like, even if they don't want to help, they could say, oh, you elected the AFD, we don't want to help you. But I don't know, like, but your inside, shouldn't your inside be programmed to a state where at least you want everyone to be well, even if you don't want to help, because they are not living according to your values? Doesn't matter, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to torture yourself or work against your own values. But don't you want other people to be well? Because well people are good to other people. That's Germans. Germany, my family. I don't know, should I keep searching doctors? No, I'm done. My inside is so done. Thank you for these meditations to confirm what I thought I know already. Well, let's see if I can put that in words. I'm trying to... The clearing topic today is... Wow, it's unbelievable, these cards are... So it's about the topic of women in prostitution, like who were born into a family with a mother who thinks taking from a child is okay in any way. Because often, I think it's a thing, like women who are used to parents taking from them instead of giving and supporting, pushing. No, they're used to being taken from. The energy just will be taken. They end up in prostitution, so... the client is replacement for the mother who's taking, because the money is never matching, or never, like you have to, not in Europe, it's almost impossible to match energetic balance when you do something like that. And it's really bad. So my first research, talking to all these women and finding out, like, what's the common thing? What makes women end up there? That's, I think, one of the things. Like, I've heard many of these stories, like parents taking instead of giving to the child, so they can just go there and it feels natural, like nothing feels weird. But then you start building up confidence and you start loving yourself and you meet people who love you, so you get the energy of love and you know what love is. You learn, wow, that's love, that's people who give to you. And then you learn, oh no, you don't have to do that, you have a right to be that. That's what happened. And then at one stage you cannot do that anymore. You cannot accept the people just taking from you. Like, you can maybe stay in that state, I don't know. So Nuki, next thing, Nuki, there's it mirrors. It's like, even it's shown as a mirror, the mother opposite the client, and then Nuki and the sexual part. So Nuki, mommy, never gotty, and then Nuki, client, mirrored. And to be cleared is the cruelty in it. And the birth into a person who knows. They don't have to do that. I really think it's a good thing. It's really so important for so many, and it should be supported in different ways and not used. They pretend, we wanna clear the pimping and whatever. Like, there would be other ways if anybody was interested in it. It's like in earliest times, it was like celebrated. These women were celebrated at times in countries, but here it's like, I really think the doctors stamped me as that, and that's why I have no chance. But it's a long time ago. That's what was the beginning, and then I learned what love is. There are people, they just give love for no reason. They even pay for it. So, wow, you have to know that. So let them. Others learn it in a first relationship, or maybe that all happens simultaneously. Like, you get into a relationship and a partner is just taking, because you're born into a family where it's normal that your parents take from you instead of give, only give. Like, a parent only gives. It's, I cannot pop out a child and then expect what? Like, seriously? With that family history. And I knew in my teens. I knew. I didn't know what, but I knew that's so wrong. I need lots of therapy. But Germany didn't give it to me, so I had to do it all by myself. Nope. Understood? So let's say something good about my mother. I'm a Libra, let's balance. Black and white, so it's great. So, yeah, I like that she, yesterday she told me again, and I know that's why I have that inner sense of safety, whatever happens. Like, you can drop me in a desert and I just feel safe and secure inside myself. I know I'm gonna find a way, I find a solution, whatever. Like, my body wasn't always protected, no daddy there to protect me, nobody cares about my protection, daddy government doesn't care about my protection, no daddy government so far. Will I find daddy government that protects my fucking body? And yeah, but in the first year she said somebody did not do that and she was upset about it. She said, in the first year you should never leave your child alone. Like, when the first year, firstborn, newborn, she was always with us 24/7. She would not leave us alone. You're always there, you're always available. Just the first year. So because she had the opposite, so the child, and she studied it, the child feels safe, so she wouldn't even give the child to her mother. She would be with the child the first year 24/7, constant, not leave the child, so the child has the inner sense of security. She studied childcare. Me too. So these things, I really think first year, and she said later you can do the stuff like when they cry for no reason, and then you have to do something to educate, blah, blah, blah. But the first year, just give love, give love, give love. So that one, perfect, because my inside, like, do whatever you want. My inside's fine. I really like reading the cards for the topic to do something on. It's harder to read them, like it's hard to read in the topic, but it's always so clear. I love it. And now I think I translated it right. That is it for today.